Now we're going to convert from percents to decimals because again, we need to turn everything into decimals so we can compare place value. So we're just going to focus on this box here, this percent to decimal section. So to convert from a percent to a decimal, again, if you had me last year, I say the craziest things, but I can tell you for a fact, this is Beyonce's favorite thing to do, because to convert a percent to a decimal, you move that decimal to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Holding for laughter. All right. So that's the trick, because we're multiplying something times 100 because it's a percent. I'm going to multiply it, figure out how much it is out of 100. So for me to turn this into a decimal, I move my decimal point to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. I add my decimal point, and what do I fill in with my extra jump? A 0. So this would mean 1.5% in decimal form would be 0.015. Boom! My next number, 281%. Where's the decimal point? It's at the end after the 1. Remember, math people, we work smarter, not harder. If we don't have to draw that decimal point in there at the end, we're not going to. So if there's no decimal in the percent, remember it's at the end. It's just invisible. Again, like Beyonce says, we move that decimal point to the left, put it in there. So we should get 2.81. Sorry, let me fix that. Yay, whiteout. So we should get 2.81 for our decimal there. On the calculator, this is going to look a little bit different. On your calculator, you're going to type the percent. So let's go to that first problem. We had 1.5, and then we hit the percent button. It's over by the fraction. But it says percent of what? We've talked about percent meaning out of 100, but when we're thinking about percents, we also think of it, how much of our whole do we have? So our whole, when we're working with percents, is 1. The fraction is out of 100, but all together we're trying to figure out how much it is out of 1. So when you see this 1.5% of, you're going to need to put 1 after it, and then it'll give you the decimal form. So in the calculator, let's make a note. You would do the percent, then you type of 1. Very important. If you're doing that in the calculator, you need to know what to put it out of. The whole is 1. So the next one, 281%. Again, my whole, when I'm looking about percents and decimals, my whole is 1. So I do 281% of 1, and we get that decimal, 2.81. So go ahead, try these next 3 on your own, either the calculator or the Beyonce trick, whatever makes your heart happy. Try those 3 for me. Pause the video. When you have your answer, put an X in the chat. Don't type the numbers. We want everybody to have a chance. Type an X in the chat, and then we'll check. Good luck. All right. Hopefully you got 2 and 1400ths, 700ths, and 6/10ths for your answers. Nice job, guys. If you have any questions on this, let us know. Otherwise, feel free to move on to the next one where we talk about converting from scientific notation to decimal.